very close to Houston. Clearly, if you live in Houston, take shelter now.
This is a beast of a storm, Jamie. I mean, 2-inch size hail is what the National Weather Service are putting out. Then you also throw in the fact that we're starting to see rotation as well. This is a powerful one. We have 2 that we're tracking right now, one in northern Arkansas, second one over into Texas County. I'm trying to keep an eye on another kind of severe thunderstorm that's going into West Plains, and what could be a possibility that we need to continue to monitor as it's getting into a more favorable environment. There's more instability, there's more juice in the atmosphere for these thunderstorms to really continue to grow.
Yeah, that circulation right now, kind of focusing in on that Texas County storm, that circulation appears to be right there, very close to the intersection of Highway 38 and Highway 17, west-northwest of Houston. The circulation looks to be just west of Houston, again, pretty close to the intersection of Highway 38 and Highway 17. Kind of zooming in, ZZ Highway is in the vicinity of where that circulation is showing up on radar right now. Looks like it's just to the southeast of Plum Valley and to the west of Houston. And it too, again, tracking just like the other storm, very quickly off to the northeast at 50 miles per hour. That's what we've seen with the storms today. I mean, just incredible forward motions, maybe not quite as fast as the morning round when we had speeds of 70 to 80 miles per hour, but still 50 mile per hour forward motion does not provide much time to take shelter when that tornado is bearing down. So tracking this out, this is just some just a timeline of when you can expect this storm to be in your area. Bucyrus 207, so a couple of minutes from now. Prescott 217, Joy 234. The circulation looks like it will track just to the northwest of Houston. So if you're watching from around Houston, especially south and southeast of Houston, this particular tornado-warned storm should stay just to your north, passing across northern Texas County in the general direction of Licking. Again, right now, that circulation appears to be, I'm hoping I can get an update here on a different radar image. I'm going to go to a different radar view. We've got a lot of different ways that we can look at where these storms are located. And looking, yeah, that circulation certainly is really tightened up there to the west of Houston, very close to Bucyrus. And of course, that is located right there along Highway 17. West of Houston. Appears that is where the tornado is currently located if we have one on the ground. Again, this is radar indicated at this stage. And that possible tornado tracking northeast through Bucyrus right now. And then it should stay north of Houston, but will move in the general direction of the Licking area. I think probably based on how it's tracking, it'll probably stay just south of Licking. It looks like in the next 10 minutes or so, it'll probably cross Highway 63 between Licking and Houston. So 2 tornado-warned storms. If you're joining us right now, we've got 2 tornado-warned storms. One is in Texas County, impacting areas near and north of Houston. And then we've got another tornado-warned storm further south of the state line. This is moving across Marion County, and it's located here just to the southwest of Yellville. So I'm going to go back to a different radar view and see what that looks like. That circulation too has maintained its intensity. It's tightened up and it's maintaining its intensity. Looks like that is positioned just to the southwest of Yellville, and it looks like based on the track that I can see with that particular circulation, I think it's probably going to stay just on the south side of Yellville, but this is going to be a close call, folks. In fact, new scan coming in, that circulation has intensified further, and again, we may be looking at tornado development imminently if it's not already happening. I don't see a debris signature yet on radar, but that circulation has tightened up further in the last scan. And right now, we'll call it a possible tornado, is located just to the southwest of Yellville. It looks like, again, it is located, hopefully that's not updating the way I would like. It looks like it is located, and we'll put the scope on this, just southwest of Yellville right there. And of course, when I scope that out, I mean, you can clearly see what we're talking about. This feature right in here. Well, that's not moving forward, but you can see southwest of Yellville, this is the circulation. And it's tracking roughly like this. So here's Yellville. I think if there's a tornado developing right now, I think it's probably going to track just to the south or across the south side of Yellville, crossing through areas like Highway 14. here over the next, I would say, 5 minutes or so. Just getting an update here on a different radar view. That circulation, again, located very close to Ralph here along Highway 14. Looks like it'll be moving through the Highway 14 corridor over the next few minutes. And then from there, it looks like it could impact communities like Cowan, located just to the east of Ralph. So again, folks, we have 2 tornado warned storms, one in southern Marion County, another one in Texas County, and this is probably the first of quite a few tornado warned storms that we'll see the remainder of this afternoon. Matt, are we seeing any information coming in terms of verification on either one of these storms?
Verification from the hail. I don't think we have any verification that we have a tornado on the ground at this moment. I am keeping an eye right along the state line, closer to Bull Shoals. I think that's another area where we're trying to see some rotation wrap around. That's not tornado warned at this time, but that is it's really starting that intensifying process. That's further up into the north. So that's the area I'm trying to keep an eye on at this moment. Got an update from Little Rock. They're saying rotation strong south of Yellville. Radar does not indicate that a tornado is active just yet, but they said it's going to be very close to the city. So I think they're seeing the same thing that we're seeing at this moment. We don't see that debris ball. We don't see anything that we can say that is absolutely a tornado on the ground right now in Yellville, but I mean, that potential is absolutely there.
Yeah, so what happens is we'll start seeing that circulation. We'll see it initially, and then we'll see it tighten up. And as it tightens up, it's possible when that's happening that it's trying to tighten up and then develop down toward the surface. And because the storm in Marion County is so far away from our radar site here in Springfield, we're not hitting it close to the ground. In fact, we're hitting it at about 4,600 feet off the surface. But because that circulation is tightening up there in the mid-levels of the storm, the possibility is there that it's trying to extend down to the surface. And again, some of the different parameters that we look at indicate that it may be trying to produce a tornado at this stage. It does look like that it is, again, crossing Highway 14 right now. The last scan I got looks like it is crossing across Highway 14 just south of the Yellville area. And I'll go ahead and box that in so you can see what I'm talking about. There is our storm, scoping that out. Circulation, this scan looks a little bit old, but that circulation now appears to be located right about in here on Highway 14. So it's crossing Highway 14 just south of Yellville, and will continue to track roughly in this fashion toward the northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So if you're watching from communities like Flippin or Gassville, at this point, I think you may be on the northern edge of the possible path of this tornado. Looks like that tornado or potential tornado will track, I think, just south of places like Flippin and Gassville. But if you live south of those communities, if you live south of, I guess that's Highway 62 running west-east through that area, if you live near or south of Highway 62, again, you're under the gun. Possible tornado tracking through your area over the next 15 to 20 minutes. Again, this is a fast-moving storm, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, and it doesn't give you a lot of time to get prepared, to get into your tornado safe space as this storm moves to the area. Now, in addition to the tornado risk, we've also got to be concerned about hail. I mean, a lot of these storms are now beginning to produce not only large, but maybe very large hail. So this is going to be an active afternoon, very similar to this past Sunday, except the tornado potential looks greater this afternoon versus what we found back on Sunday of this past weekend. If you're joining us at this moment, again, 2 tornado warned storms, one south of Yellville in Marion County, the other north of Houston and Texas County. So let's investigate that one. That storm 2, again, tracking northeast at 50 miles per hour. You can see the hook. I mean, here's Licking. This is likely very heavy rainfall and hail right here. And then here's our hook. This is likely where the rotation is located, just to the northeast of Houston. Again, I think that tornado threat with that storm has now passed the Houston area. It slid by just to the north. We'll go ahead and scope that out.
And that hook is something that's really been developing in the last 5-10 minutes, where kind of that rear flank has been causing it to wrap back around. It's a sign that this is strengthening, not weakening. And this is continuing to produce large hail in that area, continue to produce that tornado threat that we are concerned about at this moment. And
just like we see with the Marion County tornado warned storm, this storm it's not close to our radar site here in Springfield. So we're hitting that storm in Texas County, also quite a ways off the surface. We're hitting it at about 5,000 feet. So at that level, what we see is what I see right now is relatively broad rotation. But it's been cycling a bit. We've seen some fluctuations in the intensity of that circulation, and the tornado warning does remain in effect. It looks like, again, the tornado risk has ended for areas west and southwest of Houston, and the Weather Service has trimmed up the polygon because of that. But the tornado threat does continue downstream away from Houston off to the northeast. It looks like the circulation is moving very close to Highway 63, should cross Highway 63 over the next few minutes, and then it will track south of Licking and in the general direction of southwestern Dent County. I'm going to go to a different radar view and see if I can get some street names to pop up for me. It looks like that circulation is now located just to the northeast of Prescott. This is just southwest of Licking, so looks like we've got, again, a potential tornado nearing the Licking area. Looks like it's going to be a close call. Right now, I would guess that circulation is going to track across the south side of Licking. It's currently located very close to BB Highway. I'm trying to get another name to pop in for me. Okay, got that to come in. Hartville Road. Hartville Road is very close to where that circulation is. So BB Highway and Hartville Road is where it looks like the possible tornado is located. And then it looks like it's probably going to come across Highway 63 within the next 5 minutes. And it could impact areas south of Licking along Main Street, which turns into Highway 137 running south away from Licking. So currently, again, tornado warned storm moving through the Licking area. Looks like the circulation or the possible tornado is currently located just to the southwest of Licking, and I can go ahead and see how far. It looks like it's about 3.5 miles to the southwest of Licking, and again, with its moving 50 miles per hour off to the northeast, I mean, that's not a lot of time. It's going to be right on you here momentarily. Looks like that circulation will probably cross very close to the south end of Licking, moving across Highway 63 over the next few minutes, and then just beyond that, across Highway 137. After that, it looks like it will move into southwestern Dent County. So we'll track this out one more time. And this is the rough path that circulation is going to take. It looks like it'll be near Coldstone at 225, Jack at 235, and then Salem, if the storm holds together. And I think this is an environment where it probably will. Salem, you're not under a tornado warning, but I would watch for that warning to get extended across your area. And it looks like that possible tornado, certainly that severe thunderstorm, will be into your area. It looks like we just got a new warning. Will be into your area at 2:43 this afternoon. So new tornado warning coming in. That is for Dent County. That does include the Salem area. Again, it looks like that tornado, possible tornado at this stage. Again, it's radar indicated, located near Licking, traveling northeast at 50 miles per hour. And that's going to put it in the Salem area in about 25 minutes. So I would say 20 to 25 minutes from now, you're going to have a possible tornado in your area. So if you live in and around Salem, please take shelter. Areas further southwest, Jack, Joy, these are communities. If you live in and around near these communities or areas in between, please take shelter with a possibly developing tornado with this thunderstorm moving across northern Texas County at this moment. And again, that hook has really, just kind of looking at the latest scans here, that hook has continued to wrap up. So that circulation, I'm hoping that we'll get an update. That circulation right now, again, located very close to Highway 63. Going to a different radar view, I do have a more updated. It looks like it is indeed located right on top of Highway 63. And I'll zoom in and kind of highlight that. It looks like, again, just to the south of Licking is where that circulation is. Getting a new radar view in, and let's go ahead and kind of zoom in on where I think, because here's the thing, folks. What I'm showing you on air, this data is somewhat old. You have to wait for these scans to come in. And I have other sources that are showing me where roughly these circulations are versus what I'm able to show you on radar. But it looks like that circulation is located right about in here. So very close to Licking on the south and southeast side of town. It looks like it's moving across Highway 137. It has crossed Highway 63 already. The circulation still very apparent, and looks like it will travel, should be making its way up toward Highway 32, running east out of Licking, and it should be doing that over the next 5 to 10 minutes. But again, right now, it looks like we have a possible tornado on the southeast side of Licking. Looks like it may be just on the outskirts of Licking, south of downtown Licking, traveling northeast at 50 miles per hour. Now, Matt, while I'm talking about this storm, that storm down in Marion County, any updates there?
There is a emergency manager that saw that kind of storm south of Yellville. They saw the rotating mesocyclone. They did not see a funnel with that. Something that we need to keep an eye out on, Jamie, is we now have a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag that just crossed the state line, really to the west of Bakersville, to the east of Gainesville, closer to Tecumseh. That's the new area that we're seeing kind of the next rotation that's getting tighter and tighter. This is what we're tracking over in Bull Shoals. We said, hey, watch this one. It's getting a little bit closer. The National Weather Service starting to agree with us where they're starting to see that potential. They issued that tornado possible tag on that. So that's the kind of third area that we have to watch. We have the tornado warning that just went past Houston. We got the tornado warning south of Yellville. And we got to keep an eye on that third one that's going to move closer into Howell County and probably, I'd say, about 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, and I just popped up, so this is velocity data. So we're looking at the winds within the atmosphere in reference to these storms. And on that image, what I'm able to show you is what Matt's talking about. You have the circulation that's now located east of Yellville, and we now have a circulation located right on the state line to the southeast of Gainesville. Both of these are traveling northeast. Now, the one that's located southeast of Gainesville, west of Bakersfield, it's not currently tornado warned, but it may be heading in that direction. It's that circulation right here. So here's Gainesville, Bakersfield located roughly there. This is the circulation that we're watching right now, and it is traveling northeast, probably 50 miles per hour, because all the storms seem to be moving at about 50 to 60 miles per hour in that area. This is the circulation that is located east of Yellville. It too is tracking northeast. It looks like it's maintaining itself, and it looks to be tracking in the general direction of Mountain Home. So folks in Baxter County, around the Mountain Home area, watch for the possibility of going under a tornado warning here soon. As that possibly tornadic thunderstorm heads in your direction. Again, it's a fast mover too, moving at 50 miles per hour, and that's gonna put it in line to get it into the Mountain Home area shortly. Looking further north,
Jamie, yeah, let's go back up north because I'm hearing reports of a funnel cloud. Apparently, there's a video one of our weather watchers, Patty, got. So I'm trying to get a hold of that video, but she's
out of the Licking area.
Out of the Licking area, yes, she's reporting a funnel cloud with that.
Okay, so and that circulation appears to be now to the east of Licking. You can see it roughly right in here. So here's Licking, Highway 63. That is what we're tracking right now with that thunderstorm. And let's see if I can zoom in a little bit tighter. Sometimes it doesn't want to give me the road data that I want it to, but you can see Highway 32. It looks like it's located just north of Highway 32 to the west-northwest of Coldstone. It is tracking northeast, so if you're watching from around the Licking area, the tornado risk with this storm it's ended. It's now east of your area, tracking toward the northeast, and it is moving in the general direction of Salem. Now, Salem, earlier we were talking about your area. You're now under a tornado warning. And that storm is tracking, it looks to be roughly in your direction. So I would absolutely take this seriously. Be prepared for the possibility of a tornado moving through your community.
Jamie, let me add some clarification. The video of the funnel was taken when this kind of tornado warned storm was to the west of Houston. So this is probably about 10-15 minutes ago when that video was taken. I can't confirm that it's producing a funnel cloud right now, but there is law enforcement in kind of Texas County Dent line, and they're seeing a wall cloud forming, lots of lightning. So that is kind of what State Highway Patrol is reporting in that area.
Yeah, and the circulation is still there, Matt. I mean, you can see it there to the northeast of Licking, right there along Highway 32, if we could switch back over to Max 1, right there on top of Highway 32. So here's Highway 32, runs northeast out of Licking towards Salem. And it looks like this circulation, and we may have a developing tornado here, that circulation is going to track roughly right up Highway 32. That's dangerous.
And Jamie, we did get another tornado warning about the area that we're watching near Bakersville going into Howell County. That has been tornado warned further down into the south. The circulation that was over in Yellville, that polygon got extended to now include Mountain Home and parts of Baxter County. So 2 new tornado warnings at this minute.
Yeah, so it looks like we've got, at this stage, we've got 3 tornado-warned storms. One is moving toward the Mountain Home area. We've got, and Mountain Home, by the way, new tornado warning has been issued for the Mountain Home area. That includes northern Baxter County into western Fulton County. So we were tracking 3 tornado-warned storms. And I know this view, it looks a little messy, but I'll point out what I'm looking at here. We've got a circulation right here, east of Yellville, approaching Mountain Home. We've got a new circulation that is now tornado warned. This is between Gainesville and Bakersfield, and up to the northeast, moving into southwestern Dent County towards Salem. That too is a circulation located very close to Highway 32. So this is turning very quickly into a busy afternoon. So far, outside of reports of a funnel cloud with the northernmost storm, the one that has been moving across Texas County, we haven't gotten any reports of damage. I've not seen, and I'll be honest, I've not looked very closely at this. I've not looked to see if there's been any debris signatures showing up on radar, but certainly these circulations have looked relatively intense, and I'm trying to...
I've seen a couple pictures of tree damage in Houston. That's all I've seen, and hopefully that's all it was just tree damage. I haven't seen anything beyond that. That doesn't mean that more damage hasn't occurred, but right now that's all that I've seen reported in.
Yeah, and just doing a quick, as Matt was talking, I was kind of looking through to see if I see any evidence of a debris signature. So far, not. Now, that doesn't mean that a tornado couldn't be touching down. It's just that we're not seeing evidence through radar that there's being debris flung up into the air in the vicinity of these circulations. So at this stage of the game, the tornado warnings that we have on the map, they're all radar indicated. But that potential is there. I mean, we've already had storms today produce tornadoes. So given the environment that these storms are moving into, I mean, it's very likely we're going to see at least a few of these storms produce tornadoes as they track east across the eastern Ozarks. So let's go back. We're going to go kind of top to bottom. We'll start with the Dent County storm. Up in Dent County, this is the tornado warned storm. That's the circulation, still located north of Highway 32, northeast of Licking. It is tracking to the northeast at 50 miles per hour. That circulation, looking at a different scan here, and I think we're going to see this when I get an update on television, but it looks like that scan, with that scan, it looks like that circulation may be right about in here. Looks like it may be right about in here, very close to Highway 32. So it looks like this possible tornado is tracking right along Highway 32 in the general direction of Salem. So again, we're gonna try to go through these 3 different tornadic thunderstorms and highlight where they are and where they're going. So that circulation located right about there, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. That's gonna be the ground, the real estate that we see this thing cover over the next 30 minutes. I mean, that's 30 minutes because it's moving 50 miles per hour. So should be in Jack in roughly 10 minutes. After that, it looks like it will track up towards Salem, should be in the vicinity of Salem, may stay just south of Salem. That would be in the next 15 to 20 minutes. And then from there, it would be maybe near or to the south side of Dent Ford in roughly 25 minutes from now. So that's the northernmost tornadic thunderstorm, or possibly tornadic thunderstorm, that we're watching. Let's go down to the next one down, and that is in the southeast of Gainesville. This is an area that was hard hit back on March the 14th. This is, again, a tornado warned storm very close to Tecumseh. That circulation looks like it will stay northwest of Bakersfield. So if you're watching from the Bakersfield area, I think that this possible tornado will stay to your northwest and north. It looks like it will travel roughly along Highway 160 for at least the next 5-10 minutes. You can see the highway right here. This is the circulation located near Tecumseh, and it's moving roughly in this fashion. So it could get pretty close to Caulfield. Let's go ahead and track that out. And that is going to be, at this stage, they just got a new scan there, getting closer to Caulfield. Again, moving northeast at, I think, 50 miles per hour. So this is roughly the track that it's going to be taking. And it looks like it would be near Curiel at 237. If you're watching from West Plains, this storm will be in your area in about 20 to 25 minutes. You're not under a tornado warning right now, but it looks like that this severe thunderstorm with a possible tornado will track into the West Plains area in roughly 20 to 25 minutes from now. So we're going to be looking to see if you go under a tornado warning here shortly. That path also will bring it very close to Caulfield in about the next 5 minutes or so. It looks like it will track, again, this is where the circulation is. It's tracking roughly in this fashion, and it looks like it's going to track very close to Caulfield, maybe just northwest and west of Caulfield. But if you're watching from around Caulfield, please get into your tornado safe space. This possible tornado will be moving through your area over the next 5 minutes. So that is tornado warned storm number 2. And then as we drop a bit further south, this is the other tornado warned storm that we're watching right now. This is approaching the Gassville area. It looks like, I'm going to guess that it's probably now, yes, just looking at a different scan here, it's now located northeast of Gassville, and it is approaching Mountain Home from the southwest. So it looks like this circulation also could be hitting a community. It looks like it's already moved through Gassville, and it will be moving through Mountain Home. This storm, too, is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So tracking that out, just want to make sure we're looking at the right spot. It looks like it is located right about in here and moving northeast at 50. This is the ground that it's going to cover. It should be in the Mountain Home area in about 5 minutes. Roughly 5 minutes from now, or about 2:35. Henderson in about 15 minutes, and up toward Vidette. That's getting into western Fulton County, 2:54 this afternoon, or roughly 25 minutes from now. So again, 3 tornado warned storms will swap back out for our radar view, and it's kind of messy looking. I mean, this just kind of looking at radar right there, you can clearly see the thunderstorm, maybe a little messier as it kind of interacts with storms around it. There's the storm over eastern Ozarks County tracking into southwestern Howell County, and then this is the tornado warned storm now moving into western Dent County. It looks like it's in line to move right up Highway 32 into the Salem area. In addition to the risk of tornadoes, there's going to be a risk of large hail. We've certainly seen, at least that possibility of hail sizes. I'm going to go ahead and swap that out for a different view. Looks like north of West Plains, a hail core north of Bakersfield, west of Mountain Home, hail core. And we're probably getting hail of maybe quarter to golf ball size hail in those cores that I'm referring to. One of the bigger hail cores is southwest of Salem. With that tornado warned storm, looks like there could be hail maybe up to a golf ball size with that. And just getting a new scan on that one, it looks like the circulation is south of Highway 32 in Dent County. So I'm going to zoom back into that area and we'll take a look. Again, just getting a new scan in, and I'm a little concerned about what I see there because it looks like it's tightened up. Looking at it, it looks like it's roughly right about in there. That is, boy, that's a messy view right there. Let me see if I can take that off, and we'll go to our just single site velocity data. All right, that's still also, again, a messy view. I really want to highlight where that circulation is, and it seems like every which way I go, it's kind of messy there. But that circulation looks very close to Highway 32, on the south side of Highway 32, moving towards Salem right now. It too is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. The tornado threat has ended in the Licking area, but continues across southwestern Dent County, and it looks like, again, that storm will track roughly through Salem and point south of Salem across Highway 19, maybe within the next 5 or 10 minutes. Going back to, I want to go back to a different radar view. Hopefully this will come on. And yeah, there you go. We'll just kind of run off of this. You can see that sort of kidney bean shape right here. This is the hook, and it appears that circulation is located roughly in here and tracking toward the northeast. So again, this is going to be a close call for folks near and south of Salem. It looks like that is roughly where that circulation is going to track through over the next 5 or 10 minutes. That is the northern storm. And let's see if I can go ahead and I'll try to highlight some roads in the vicinity of that circulation. Looks like it's very close to Jack, near F Highway, running south away from the Salem area. And again, tracking northeast, it looks like it will move across Highway 19, maybe south of Salem, over the next 5 to 10 minutes. Salem, I'd watch for heavy rain and lightning and hail. You could have hail maybe up to quarter size out of that storm. Also, we've got, again, this is a scenario where if you're just joining us right now, multiple tornado warned storms. This is in Dent County. We've got another storm that is tornado warned to the south, and that is located in now southwestern Howell County. West Plains, you're not under a tornado warning yet, but again, this storm is moving roughly in your direction. So I'd watch for a quick upgrade to a warning if this storm continues to hold its act together. And it looks like it is. That circulation is now crossing out of Ozarks County. Looks to be very close to Highway 160. That appears to be roughly where that circulation is, just to the north of Caulfield. Kind of highlighting that. Here's Caulfield. This is the hook right here. So this is roughly, if there's a tornado, this is roughly where it's going to be, just to the north of Caulfield, tracking northeast at 50 miles per hour. And then further south.
I believe we have 2 crews right now that are tracking this. We have one that's approaching West Plains, and we have the second one, Parker Pageant's over in Houston right now. If we could pull up the, kind of have a box and box where we have Jamie pulled up, and then also we have the shot in West Plains. We can kind of see what's going on in that area. That would be awesome, as I kind of talk to my producers right now. But yeah, 3 tornado warnings that we're watching out for. Jamie, the National Weather Service, they are agreeing with you. Okay.
So it sounds like we lost the shot.
We lost the shot.
We can get back to that. Just trying to, let's see, we'll go to this view right here. So as Matt said, I mean, we've got 3 tornado warned storms, one in Dent County, one moving into southwestern Howell County, and another one moving across northern Baxter County. Getting into that, it looks like that possible tornado with that southernmost storm is right on top of Mountain Home. Looks like it's on the north side of Mountain Home. That circulation appears to be located, kind of zooming in, very close to Highway 201. Let's see if I can get some more streets to pop in. County Road 28. Northeast of Mountain Home is roughly in the vicinity of where that possible tornado is. So I'll go ahead and box that back in. This is what we're looking at, folks. Again, a tornado warned storm moving through Mountain Home right now, and it appears that circulation is on the north side of Mountain Home. I'll scope that out, so hopefully, yeah, you can see the circulation right there. So here's Mountain Home. This is the circulation on the north side of Mountain Home moving northeast. So we should see the tornado risk diminishing in the Mountain Home area, but it will extend northeast across northeastern Baxter County.
Can we pull up the, I believe we have tower cams in that area. Can we pull up the Club Boulevard shot in Mountain Home? That's the one on the northern side of the town. Just kind of get a peek of what's going on into that area. You can see the dark skies. You could also see, it's kind of hard to see with the blurriness of the camera. Yeah, we do have that pulled up there. Can we switch to a different camera? This is, I believe this, can we go to the one further off and to the right, the east part of town? Okay, so this is at Highway 5, Jamie, right here in Mountain Home. You can see the rain's coming down pretty hard. Not seeing hail into this camera, but I mean, it is just coming down consistently. Yeah,
and very heavy rainfall in the Mountain Home area. It looks like the tornado risk has passed Mountain Home, but it is headed up toward places like Kingswood Estates, Dogwood Park. That's roughly in the path of this circulation, and it looks like that circulation will be moving through those areas over the next 5 minutes. The circulation right now appears to be centered pretty close to, trying to get some different street names in, Lake Oak Drive, County Road 30. See if I can get another street name to pop in for me. County Road 30. Again, those are just a few areas, few streets in the vicinity of where that circulation is. And those streets are located to the south-southwest of Kingswood Estates and also to the west of Dogwood Park. Looks like that circulation is located just north of Highway 62, now moving northeast away from Mountain Home. So that is the southernmost storm. We've got, again, several different tornado warning storms. Dent County, Howell County, new tornado warning just got issued, that for the West Plains area. So let's take a look. This is the storm. Again, a new warning just issued for West Plains. That warning, it runs for the next 21 minutes, and they've got the forward movement on that storm at 55 miles per hour, so a very fast-moving thunderstorm. Again, the circulation with that is located now to the southwest of West Plains. So hopefully when I scope this out, we'll be able to see that. That is just northwest of South Fork. So this image that I'm showing you right here, this looks maybe one scan old. So here's South Fork, Caulfield. Looks like that circulation is located right about in here, and it is tracking northeast roughly in the direction of West Plains. So if you live in and around West Plains, north of South Fork, again, get into your tornado safe space. Looks like you're going to have a possible tornado. This is radar indicated, moving through momentarily. Tracking that out, this is, again, the path that it's taking. Looks like 55 miles per hour. That's going to put it in the vicinity of West Plains in about 10 minutes. So if you live in and around West Plains, you only have about 5 to 10 minutes to prepare for a possible tornado. From there, it looks like it would be up near White Church in about probably under 20 minutes, and then up near Chapel in under 30 minutes. Again, a new tornado warning just issued for the West Plains area, north up towards Pomona, northeast into the Mountain View area. That runs for the next 20 minutes at least. Looks like that circulation with that thunderstorm is now located roughly northwest of South Fork. So let's take this. We'll go ahead and scope that out. Maybe we got a new scan in. You can see what we're talking about. This is the circulation right here, and it looks like it's moved a little bit further downstream. Roughly right in here is where that circulation is. Let's see if we can get any county roads to pop up. Should be very close to K Highway, maybe north of K Highway, northeast of Pottersville. That's roughly where this circulation is right now. Northeast of Pottersville, north of K Highway, in the vicinity of CC Highway. So CC Highway runs west-east on the north side of Pottersville. K Highway runs out of Pottersville off to the east-northeast, and that circulation appears to be roughly between CC Highway and K Highway. And I think, based on where the circulation is, it's going to be a close call, but it looks like that circulation may move just north of West Plains based on its current trajectory. So I'm going to be watching for that to track roughly in this fashion. It looks like that circulation is going to be tracking roughly in this fashion across, actually probably a little bit more north than that, across north of the West Plains area. And it should be doing that in under 10 minutes from now. I just got a new scan in right there, and you can see, as I take that back off, you can see this is roughly right here, south of Siloam Springs, west of West Plains. This is the circulation that we're watching right in here, and that's tracking roughly like this. So it looks like it may stay just north of West Plains and south of Pomona. But if you live between Pomona and West Plains along Highway 63, again, look for a possible tornado to move through your area in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Matt, any other news coming in over there?
National Weather Service really focused on Howell County right now. That's the one that they're dialing in. I believe they're going to try to clean up these polygons a little bit more, even issue a new tornado warning. We're starting to see that rotation really form. Thankfully, I am hearing from West Plains School District, and they're saying, hey, we have the kids in West Plains, they're taking shelter. The kids in South Fork, they're taking shelter with this. So they're taking this seriously. If you're in Howell County, you need to be getting into your safe place. Try to put as many walls between you and this possible tornado that you can. A lot of